All right, guys. So I'm a very paranoid individual, and I think sometimes it's a result of psychosis or some type of brain disease I have. Other times, I think I might be onto something. Um, Now, one of these things that I'm paranoid about is my buddy Frederic Malle. I mean, not that I know him in real life, but this Frederic Malle guy. Why do I think there's a satanic conspiracy against him? Why? First of all, the quote unquote frag community doesn't talk about them enough. Okay? They talk about this other bullshit more. When what I feel like Frederic Malle is doing is he's creating some things that are really beautiful. So if I'm Satan, I'm trying to stop him. I'm trying to hold it down, not trying to let anybody. I'm not trying to, um, I don't want this guy getting famous because he's not down with the whole satanic thing. And I feel like the sense he's creating um, this this company he's put together. Um, his vision to give these people freedom, creative freedom, and direction and all that. And when I smell his stuff, it's like smelling like the best. I think they've like each of their scents creates like it has hit like a what's the archy word? Fuck. It's created a standard. I'm not. I can't think of the right word, but it's created a. It's like the top, okay, and I don't know. It's fuck. Should I redo this and fucking come up with the word? Um, Benchmark, I guess could be. It's not the word I was looking for, but yeah, their perfumes, their colognes are they're like the pinnacle. I'm gonna have to use like 20 different words since I can't find the right one. They're all like the pinnacle of their certain genre, of fragrance. And it's fucked up because this little piece of shit Jeremy Fragrance, who's obviously in with Satan, obviously down with the demons or whatever, down with the witches, whatever's going on. He's obviously sold his soul, made his little pact, his little beady little soulless eyes. Fuck him. I don't care how many one arm push ups he could do. um, can he even do? Can he even? How much can he even squat? I think when I saw him, he had some little twig legs. Can he even squat 150 pounds? But anyways, yeah, he's just a fucking joke, and he never talks about him. He'll talk about Parfums de Marley, but he never talks about him. Probably because he could never create anything like that. Nobody, no Albert Morales or whatever his name is, could ever create a fragrance for him like that because he's just a piece of shit. And so him not talking about him too, that makes me think that yeah, there's there is some type of conspiracy. All the people that do talk about him, they don't really seem to be, they just seem to be doing their own thing. They seem to really actually love perfume, and um, just because yeah, Satan isn't promoting Frederic Malle, um, just because they're not creating fragrances that smell like blood. I've heard of that. I've heard a lot of people say it. Oh, it smells like blood. It's got a blood accord. Like what? Um, I mean, maybe Maul does have something, fragrance like that, but it's got a bloody smell. But I don't know what fragrance is becoming. And here's a whole nother thing. Here's a whole nother reason I think there's a satanic conspiracy against Frederic Malle. Um, and that is the whole EU restrictions on certain chemicals they can use. I mean, that's utter bullshit. Now they have to go back and reformulate all their masterpieces, you know, and yeah, it's just, I think it's going against them. Maybe Parfums de Marly too. I haven't really even smelled anything they've created, but I don't think they're on the same level. I think, you know, this Frederic Malle stuff. I'm not even gonna say. I was gonna say shit. No, this Frederic Malle juice. Um, it's just epic, you know, and it's the type of thing that I could see, you know, that type of beauty Satan doesn't want getting out. Now, let's take a look at somebody who's not really beautiful, who Satan did want getting out. And that would be Picasso. Okay, he was a piece of shit. His fucking art is ugly, and you know the guy could take a shit and write Picasso on the pile of doo doo, and you know people would buy it. people would pay however much money for it. Other people who don't get any publicity, some of these artists, like for instance, like a Van Gogh, um, they yeah, they're not down with Satan or whatever. Their stuff is actually really beautiful. Satan doesn't want that stuff being put out into the world. Okay, he wants his bullshit put out into the world with his blood accord or whatever. He wants his fragrances, his dumbed down, whatever the shit that Jeremy Fragrance is telling you to buy. And you guys are out here spraying 10 times as much of that shit on you as you would need with some really high quality juice coming from Frederic Malle. And yeah, it's 10 times as expensive, but do the fucking math, you know? And it smells way better. It's just way better. It's not no mass produced bullshit. It's actually art. All right, that's what perfume has become. It's got to the level where these motherfuckers are making art in a bottle, and is being ruined by the EU, and is not being covered enough, and by by YouTube. The fragrance community on YouTube. Maybe elsewhere it's popping off or whatever, but just from what I see, what Satan controls, to me, yeah. I feel like it's very underrated, satanically underrated. And what the fuck are these? What's this EU bullshit? How much money does Europe make off perfume? And they want to fuck around and ban a bunch of ingredients and make these people who did all this work. I mean, that's like a European craft. Damn it. Oh no, those chemicals, they smell too good. Oh no, it's gonna add a whole new dimension to fragrances. Oh no, look what Frederic Malle is doing with perfume. Look how it's changing. That shit. You go smell some. Get your nose on some Dan's Tebras or something. Smell that just straight out of the bottle. I mean, it is unreal. And a lot of their stuff, Cardinal Flower too, is just powerful. I mean, it's just nostalgia and beauty and like a good piece of artwork. Not some fuckboy Picasso shit. All right, good actual, yeah. So, anyways, that's my little blurb about the conspiracy that, am I paranoid, delusional, should be locked up in a mental ward, mind. It's what was going through my head, and I figured I'll put it up on YouTube and maybe force some of you people to listen to it too.